Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your June 2021 love and relationship reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps this channel grow, and it makes me unbelievably happy. So thank you so much for doing so. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Aquarius, June 2021 love and relationships. Aquarius. Aquarius, June 2021 love and relationships. Aquarius. June 2021 love and relationships. Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Aquarius, June 2021 love and relationships. Aquarius. June 2021 love and relationships. Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, there we go, Aquarius. So the top cards is the energy that grounds us. The bottom is the energy that grounds us. So let's start with our grounding energy. We have the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. The King of Cups is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The Page of Wands is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Page of Wands can also be a child who is astoundingly spirited and, very fiery, has a very, very, very strong will. The energy that crowns us, we start with the High Priestess. Then we have the Knight of Swords. This is us. We're represented by the swords in the Minor Arcana. We're represented by the star in the Major Arcana. And then we have Judgment. This resurrection out of darkness, out of the box, out of a conformity that we didn't want or that doesn't fit us anymore. Let's look at our chakra energy for this time. Aquarius, June 2021 love and relationship. Aquarius. June 2021, love and relationship. Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Psychic development, the third eye chakra. Ooh, I like that. That fits with the awakening. It's like I'm not going to be what everybody expects. I am going to be me. And then we have the energy we need to be mindful of. What is the energy that Aquarius needs to be mindful of? June 2021, love and relationships. What is the energy that Aquarius needs to be mindful of? June 2021, love and relationships. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The Princess of Swords. So we're going to need to be mindful of ourselves. We're going to kind of get in our own way, feel a bit overwhelmed by things during this time, so we need to step back and we really need to study and see what we want, what we desire, what we need, what we long for. But this is also saying that there are going to be people in our lives who are going to be princesses. We can even be told that we're being a princess ourselves. So this isn't said in a nice way. This is kind of said in the high maintenance way. So what we want to do is we want to step back from that and see what's important to us, what's intrinsically important to us during this time, and what are we getting caught up in that isn't really going to matter down the line, or that isn't going to have the payoff that we had thought it would. At our root, we have the Page of Wands, fire sign energy, once again. But this is passion, and this is development, this is seeing answers, and this is also having a huge ton, a tremendous amount of questions coming forward. And we're looking at passion, we're looking at what we desire, what we love, what we want from life and from love in our relationships. And it's starting to change. We're also starting to have new things introduced to our lives where we're like, oh, I hadn't thought of it that way before, or I hadn't seen it like that, or I never knew that existed. And this is a time where I will recommend checking out Carezza in the description box below. It is non-orgasmic sex, which you might think, what the heck is it worth if it's non-orgasmic sex? But it connects us, human to human, so much more, so powerfully. And it's soul to soul. It's amazing. So check it out if you want to. Don't if you don't. But here we're learning about new ways of passion and coming together and what we want and what we desire. And there is a sense of, being in the box and it not having worked out for us the way that we had thought, or doing everything right. And this is going to be a time where we really feel like I did everything right. And this isn't what I signed up for. This isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I thought it would be. Psychic development comes forward, and we start with the third eye chakra, and we start to see things more clearly, more openly, more honestly than we had seen them before. We start to look at things in a very different way, and we're starting to go deeper. We're starting to not just skim the surface of things, and that could be very overwhelming. But the third eye, it's not letting us just skim the surface of things anymore. It's like the depth and the breadth is so important, and that's what we're going to see here. And it leads us to the King of Cups. Now, if we're born on the cusp with Pisces, this part of our personality is going to be coming out very, very strongly. The King of Cups is also saying, I have to honor what I love, what I want, what I desire within my world. I have to honor my way forward. That I can't control anybody else emotionally, spiritually, physically. There's only so much that we could do. Even if, you think of people being super, super nasty, it's like, no, we cannot control another person. What we need to do is we need to look at ourselves and say, what is it that I want? How is it that I'm moving forward? What is it that I desire? What is it that I need? And it's being that beacon. Because the fish that inspires us right here, that was in the cup when we were pages, is now in the ocean. The world has become bigger, and our worlds have become bigger as we claim our power, as we know what we desire. The thing is, during this time, even though we're looking at all these different ways and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, people are seeing us, seeing our hearts, seeing us as emotionally astounding people, or seeing our hearts in an emotionally astounding way. And we have to let our emotional self shine forward. This isn't going to be a time where we can just kind of fight our way forward. This is going to be a time where emotionally I need to be there for me. I need to call forward my blessings, my desires, my hopes, my dreams, myself. And I can share that with another if I want to. And if I don't want to, if I want to learn what the erotic is like for me, within my world, within my existence, bringing the beauty back, not just talking about the erotic in a sexual way, talking about the erotic in a everyday, beautiful, astounding way. And then bringing the erotic, again, back into the sexual, back into the desired dream and hope and lust of our world. And that's going to lead us to the High Priestess. We're having the veil lifted from our eyes. We're seeing things differently. Just like the clarity comes in, just as the psychic development moves us forward, and we know that our spirit guides are moving us in a way that we hadn't anticipated, we hadn't seen. The High Priestess lifts the veil from our eyes, and we might be cocooned in a multitude of veils, and as we exist, as we live, those veils get lifted time and time again. What we're going to see here is a different way forward than we had thought. What we're going to be seeing is this connection to the people that are important to us, to this deeper understanding. We're also going to be seeing them for who they are and what they can do and what they can't do, and what we want and what we need. we're going to be calling people out on their bull. Not out loud, because, nobody needs that. But internally, we're going to be looking at people and saying, okay, this is what you're capable of. This is what you're not capable of. This is what I need. And this is what can be given. And this is what can't be given. And we're starting to see ourselves and our hearts and our souls and our desires a bit more clearly. And this can be overwhelming for us, especially when our world doesn't teach us to love this way. It doesn't teach us that love is... It's funny, because the way, especially in the Western world, love is supposed to be everything. Our lover is supposed to be everything. They're supposed to be our best friend, our fantastic lover, our greatest confidant, our cheerleader, our mentor. They're supposed to be everything. And what we might very well be realizing during this time is my lover can't be everything. But they have to be able to connect to me, heart to heart, in this profound way, in this way that my heart, my soul desires. And that becomes the focus. I can have friends. I can have, mentors. But a lover, that is different. And that is different. I just said that, didn't I? That is, it's powerful in the connection. And so whether we're in a relationship or whether we're looking for a relationship, we're redefining what that relationship is. And we're going to see that relationship going through a metamorphosis. The Knight of Swords, that's slaying dragons right there. The Knight of Swords in its positive state is slaying the dragons and slaying the poison in the world and cutting through it and saying, this is me rising. This is the darkness, the doubts, the fears, the fear of abandonment, the fear that I'm not going to measure up, the fear of being unlovable, whatever fear it is that we have in us, and just say the fear, and just whatever comes out of your mouth instantaneously, that's the fear that we have. And it's not slaying it. It's not saying, oh, okay, it'll never be there again. It'll be a rotting carcass within our mind and within our existence. It will be there, but it won't be devouring us. It won't be taking away from us anymore. And that's powerful. And so here we're going to have this desire to charge forward. We're going to have this desire at times to say, screw it. I'm not thinking about this anymore. I'm not planning everything out. I'm just going for it. We have to step back when those times come. And we have to honor and see what we want, what we desire, who we are. And then see the path that we want to be on. What type of love do we want to call into our lives? What do we want to call into our lives? What do we want? What do we need? What are we longing for? It brings us to judgment. It brings us to hearing our angels call, and healing from our angels call. We're rising up out of the box. We're rising up out of the conformity and the way things are supposed to be. And we're going to say, but this is the way I want them to be. This is the love that I want into my life. This is the way that I want to move forward. This is my passion. This is my development. This is my soul, and this is myself. And we start to rise. And we know that everybody falls, everybody doubts, everybody fears. But as we rise, we become fiercer. We become more attuned to ourselves. We become more powerful than we could have imagined. It leads us to our subconscious chakra message, which is inner strength. This is the solar plexus chakra. This is a time where we embrace our inner strength, our passion, our desire, our focus. We see ourselves coming out of our shell and knowing that there's more here. It's almost as if a part of us was frozen and now no more. It leads us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, which is strength. This is Leo energy, and this is a sense that force equals right. That the person who says, I'm the best, is the best. We have this sense in our world that we have to be showy like peacocks, that we have to be seen all the time. It's going to be the moments that we would normally overlook that are going to mean the most to us. Our subconscious rooted message is the Two of Cups, the Minor Arcana Lover's card. It's calling healing, beautiful love into our lives. It's unity. It's healing of hurts and pains through love, through acceptance, through heart, through soul. It moves us then to our subconscious crowning message. And that's the Two of Wands, passionate power moving us forward. This is the sense of holding the world and not feeling as if we're this small, insignificant speck, not embracing the nihilistic, mind mentality, but saying there's more here, passionately, erotically, beautifully for me than I had imagined. There's more that I get to stand forward in than I had thought. And I get to see where I stand in my corner of the world. And it is not insignificant, but astoundingly beautiful. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace love. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius.